spirit for the Lord, I can't turn down. Talking too much, bro, it's time for you to learn now. So what they hearing, they offended, get away now.
You was telling me I gotta get to the league, right? Or why not get to the league, right? I want to go back and deal with that so I can help you out. Because we'll look at that as the escape.
Right.
That's how we look at it, right? When you come from the hood? Yeah. Okay, so in your mind, you're like, if I hoop or I play basketball or whatever I gotta do, I gotta get the hell up out of here, right? I gotta make it and take care of you. You got a single mother? Yeah, see, most of us do. So in our mind, we're gonna hoop, we're gonna get to the league, and we're gonna buy mama a house.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying to you? But the thing we don't understand is all of that process is gonna destroy you mentally.
Bring it
You're gonna have coaches talking to you crazy. You're gonna have people dealing with you the wrong way, all because you want to get to the league. First Maccabees, give me chapter 4, and we're gonna go back, right? Real quick. I want to show you something. In the NBA, when you get drafted, what happens? When you get drafted, what happens? You gotta try out. Okay, so you try out, right? You audition, right? Okay, before we go there, give me Deuteronomy 28. Perfect. You say you try out. You try out, right? Now, when we came off the slave ships, what happened to us? We were branded. Okay. Give me Deuteronomy 28:68. Watch this. You said before we get to the league, we try out for who? The owners, right? Watch this.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
So when the Lord was referring to Egypt, or Moses here, he's saying he's going to bring us back into slavery again on cargo slave ships. Now today, that's your history, correct? What's your last name? Say it one more time. Tafahune? Okay, so did your people go into slavery on ships? Did your forefathers go into slavery on ships? No, not at all? You don't know? Okay. So now, the reason I asked that is because what happened when we came into slavery on ships? Go ahead.
By the way, wherever I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen.
So when we got to this side of the world, we were sold unto our enemies for slave men and slave women. Now, have you ever watched Django, 12 Years a Slave? What happened before they got sold? Huh? Django.
They were chained up.
They were chained up, so they walking in the chains. They're like this. What happens? What do they go on top of?
What's that thing called? People were like...
Oh, they bang a gavel, right? The auction block.
Right.
The auction block, right? Okay, so you went on top of the auction block, and what happened then? Okay, so then they would determine how much that person was worth.
Right.
Now in the NBA, when you go try out, and you do your tryout for the team, pre-draft workout as they call it, right? What are the teams trying to assess?
Bring it up!
But also who's worth what pick? You see? So they say, hey man, he's not a number 1 pick. He's a number 2 pick. He's a number 3 pick. They check all your vitals. They do physical tests on you, just like in slavery. And then after you get drafted, you go and you play for who? Who is the person at the top of the team? The owner. You see what I'm saying? We got to be smart enough to see this never changed.
Right.
None of this ever changed. You are auditioning to go play for an owner.
Right.
But what I'm telling you is, your owner is every day looking at you. He's the one in your schools, right? He's the one who gave you the ball to play with.
Right.
He's the one who put everything in your mind about who you are.
Right.
Your owner never stopped owning you. Now he just wants you to go to the league because he wants some entertainment.
Right.
You follow what I'm saying? Give me 1 Maccabees 14. That's all we work towards, is to be entertainment.
That's right.
We should see that as a problem. We shouldn't say in our head, I'm going to work. Man, why not make the league? You know why not? Because you're better than entertainment. If I said dance, nigga, dance, would you start dancing? Why not? You do it for the league? You see what I'm saying? 137, I'm going there. 1 Maccabees 4, and when it talks about the hat.
In Maccabees chapter 4 and verse 13.
Right now.
Now such was the height of Greek fashions, and increase of heathenish manners, through the exceeding profaneness of Jason, that ungodly wretch and no high priest, that the priest had no courage to serve anymore at the altar.
So the point he was making to you earlier, you don't care that you're from the tribe of Judah. Oh, you don't care that you might be from Israel. You know why? Because now basketball is valued more than that. You see what I'm saying? And that was intentional. That was by design to make you say, you know what? Let's put them in slavery. Let's put them on auction blocks. Then when they come here, we're going to give them a ball to distract them. And then it's you in a cage dribbling the ball. Wouldn't that be crazy if I put a big cage around you and say, go who? You would try to get out the cage, right? Wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Okay, but they got you in the cage and you don't even realize you're in it. You're like, man, this basketball is so fun. I'm gonna run suicide in this cage. That's what you're doing right now. Go ahead.
For he built gladly a place of exercise under the tower itself, and brought the chief young men under his subjection.
So the goal was to get the young men, get them while they're young so they can get their nationality and they won't teach their kids. That was always the intent of sports. Go ahead.
And made them wear a hat.
And made them wear what?
And made them wear a hat.
Now what happens after you go on that auction block and you get drafted? What do you get?
Bring it up! Bring it up!
What do you get? No. At the draft, what happens? What do you see them doing when they walk on stage, right? They about to get drafted. What do they get? What do they get from the owner of the league?
Bring it up! Bring it up!
Huh? They get they're wearing suits and they get a jersey, and what else do they put on? A hat, my brother. Where do they get that from? Where did they just made up, hey man, get that brother a hat when he comes to the league. No, let's read it again so you understand that hat comes from them wanting you to break away from who you are. It's always been that way. Read it again.
2 Maccabees chapter 4 and verse 12. For he built gladly a place of exercise under the tower itself, and brought the chief young men under his subjection, and made them wear a hat.
And now our brothers get that hat and they throw that thing on smiling. They like, man, I made it to the Panthers. I'm cool, Mr. Coon. I'm gonna be the top quarterback. I'm gonna be the point guard for this team. But guess what? That team hates you. You understand what I'm saying to you? That team is the person who's ruled over your entire life. Give me Psalm 137 real quick. You better than entertainment, my brother. You an Israelite. You a God on this planet. That's what we're telling you. You're more than dribbling a basketball. I know another young man, right? He's in 11th grade as well. In his mind, he wants to make it to the league. But you're in 11th grade. What are you going to do for your career if you don't make the league? You're wrong. You said what? A dentist? Okay. So what's the plan? What school for dentistry do you want to go to? San Diego State. Okay, so you have a backup plan. That's what you should be focused on. I'm going to tell you straight. Because the numbers on us that get to the league, it's very slim. And when we get to the league, we have to break commandments in order to get there. And I'll show you some. Read that.
Right.
Psalm 137 and verse 3.
Psalm chapter 137 and verse 3.
Bring it up!
For there they that carried us away captive required of us a song.
You see what I'm saying? So when they took us captive, they required of us a song. So let them dribble the ball with all that swag. I'll sit in the box and the AC, and those niggas will be out there sweating. That's what has always happened to us since we've been taken in this position. Keep going.
And they that wasted us required of us mirth.
They wanted us to be happy. Play that basketball happy. That's why you see players in the league, are they allowed to talk about what's going on in their community?
Bring it up!
What was LeBron told when he tried to talk about what was going on in his community?
Bring it out! Right.
Shut up and dribble.
Shut up and dribble. That tells you they hate your guts. That tells you don't think they're going to tell your black behind shut up and dribble? You don't think they would tell you that? You are Israelite. You don't deserve that. You God's chosen people.
Right.
That should be your mindset. But so many of our young men say, you know what, I'm going to pick up the ball and this is going to get me success. It will never give you what you want because the people that are over you that hate you are ruling. You understand what I'm saying to you? Give me Leviticus 26. Watch this. Leviticus 26. The reason those people are over you, real quick, the reason those people are over you is because you don't give any credence to God's commandment. Like today, you going to go who?
Yeah, right now, like, I've been 30 minutes late.
Huh?
I'm 30 minutes late.
You 30 minutes late for practice?
But it's good.
Oh, for practice, right? Oh, see what I'm saying? Hey, man, give me Exodus 20 real quick. Let me show you something. Watch this. Just so I can show it to you. You're late for practice today. Today is a special day for our people. But we don't know that. So they say, hey, you got Saturday practice. You say, hey, man, I'm going to go to sleep early so I can make it to practice. Listen to what God said.
Exodus chapter 20 and verse 8.
Bring it up!
Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
So God said there was a Sabbath day, a day that should be kept holy, honored above all the other days in the week. Go ahead.
6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work.
So 6 days shall you labor. What's the first day of the week? Huh?
First day of the week is Sunday or Monday?
Sunday. Sunday, see? You confused. Sunday is the first day of the week. So what would the 7th day of the week be?
Bring it up!
Huh?
7th day of the week is
If Sunday's the first day of the week, what's the 7th day of the week?
Monday.
So you can't, you want, this is what I'm saying, you gotta focus on your math.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You gotta be able to go from 1 to 7. And you wanna go to the league, 1 to 7. What is the 7th day of the week, my brother?
Bring it up!
Huh?
Hey.
Sunday? No, Saturday, right? Saturday is the Sabbath, okay? That is the 7th day of the week. You understand? It's the last day of the week. Listen to what God said.
Verse 10. But the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work.
So God said on the 7th day of the week, you are to do no work. Today is the Sabbath day. But guess what they'll tell you? Hey man, we got basketball practice in the morning. Come hoop. And you'll spend your whole Sabbath day breaking God's commandments. And then when something happens to you, when you running from something and you're like, man, I need God, you'll pray to him.
Right.
You see how they got you ass backwards? You got to be able to see that. They're going to have you hoop all day and you're going to be breaking God's commandments.
Bring it
Read.
out.
Thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates. For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that is in them.
So God made the Sabbath for us to rest. On this day we were to do no work. But again, basketball is the priority.
I thought what Sunday is.
You thought it was Sunday. Exactly, because you know what the Christian church lies to you and tells you? That it was Sunday. But we're reading out the Bible that it was the 7th day of the week, correct?
Right.
Are we read? Did we just read that out the Bible? So where would you get the idea of where the Sabbath was?
Bible.
Ah, okay, simple. You see how you're a smart brother. It's simple. It's simple. If the 7th day was the Sabbath, then how do we get to the first day being the Sabbath? And because you've been lied to. You see what I'm saying? You've been lied to. They gave you a call and they said, don't worry about the days of the week, nigga. You're gonna make the league. You're gonna make the league, brother. Don't worry about this. And then God says, if you don't keep his commandments, he's going to curse you and keep you in oppression. Give me Leviticus 26. Why? So you're about to go break the commandments of God playing basketball. And look what God said he gives you for breaking his commandments. Give me verse 14. Real quick, because you want to go, I want you to understand before you go. When you go pick up that ball, understand what you're doing.
Leviticus chapter 26 and verse 14.
Bring it out.
But if ye will not hearken unto me, and will not do all these commandments, and if ye shall despise my statutes.
So God said what we just read, it was a commandment, it was a statute, something we should be doing as the Israelites. Go ahead.
Right.
Or if your soul abhor my judgments,
If you hate what God told you to do, go ahead.
so that you will not do all my commandments, but that you will break my covenant, I also will do this unto you. I will even appoint over you terror.
I will appoint over you terror. What was done in Buffalo? Did you see when they went to the grocery store and shot people?
Bring it out.
Huh? When a white man went to a store, he shot 10 people that looked like me and you. That is terrorism. God said, I'm going to appoint over you terror. Go ahead.
Right.
Consumption and the burning egg that shall consume the eyes and cause sorrow of heart. And ye shall sow your seed in vain, for your enemies shall eat it. And I will set my face against you, and ye shall be slain before your enemies.
So he told you, hey, go hoop on the Sabbath and watch what happens. I'm going to have you be slain before your enemies. So they don't tell us that breaking the Sabbath day is a reason we get shot down in the street. Nobody says that in church. We read the same Bible in church and everybody goes to Psalms and they tell you the feel-good scriptures. But I'm going to tell you the reality so you can make the proper decision. That's my job. You understand? Go ahead.
Bring it out.
They that hate you.
They that what?
They that hate you.
They that what?
They that hate you shall reign over you.
So that's why you saw Donald Sterling talk to his team the way he did. Because God said, you want to hoop on the Sabbath day? Well, guess what I'm going to give you? I'm going to give you they that hate you. I'm going to give them to reign over you. So we do all this work to make it to the league to be called boy.
Right.
And you still not going to know who you are. What we're trying to get our people to understand is we better than that.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are how men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.